Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be starting episode 5 of my Kingdom of Scotland series and finishing off the last of the English in France. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying it, of course. So guys, if you haven't gone to see in the last episode, highly recommend you do. We had the battle for Britannia. There was a 15,000 man battle outside of Colchester. We fought head to head with the English and threw them back into the sea from whence they came. We currently have King Alexander here, the outlaw king, pushing into northern France along with Kenneth. Well, I guess he's the undisputed king of Britannia now. We're still slowly but surely building up our economy back in the UK. We have the entirety of Ireland, Scotland, Wales and England now under our control, and we're going to be pushing into Francia and Aquitaine against the last of the English. We're currently strength rank 3rd at the moment. We're ahead of Portugal. Castile's still there as well. We've still got military alliances, an abundance of them. Navarre, Genoa, Pisa, Aragon, Castile, and Portugal still with us. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Once I've taken the English out of France, I think it's time to go on crusade. I think it's time to declare war upon the Ayyubid Sultanate, push into Alexandria, push into Cairo, establish a Catholic Scottish kingdom in Egypt, and then we push upon the holy city itself, Jerusalem. But for now, we need to deal with the English. Also, I have some great news, guys. As we were sailing on our way from Colchester to northern France, I got a raven that my son has been born, Gregor of Scotland. Now, Gregor, interestingly, is half French, so we have a claim to the French throne here. We have a claim to the French land. I'm sure the nobles and French aristocrats would rejoice to see a half Frenchman back in France, as they were taken out by the English a long time ago. As you can see, the Catholic kingdoms down in Iberia are quite strong. Aragon, Castile and Navarre. The Marinid Sultanate and the Hafsfid and Almohad pretenders have been thrown back to North Africa. Sicily occupies most of the Italian peninsula, and France, especially in the south, is still between Toulouse, Provence. The Holy Roman Empire still has order and puppet states within the Germanic territory. So without further ado, we're going to fight and finish off the English here today. If there's a full stack, we'll definitely fight it. If not, we'll probably have the Siege of Bordeaux against the English, but we'll just sort of check the odds. The thing is, right, we're in the mop-up stage of the English war now. We've managed to destroy, what, 3 full stacks in a garrison of them, so they probably haven't got much more left. But regardless, King Alexander here, Alexander the Conqueror of the UK, Britannia, has now taken northern France. So let's occupy straight up, as it is Catholic, and I don't want to get too bad relations with, of course, the Pope. So let's try and repair where we can. Let's break that down as well. Let's disembark with this secondary army here. With you attacking, we'll hold out. So to take the entire province of Francia, we need to take Lyon, and we also need to take Paris. We've got another army here with Andrew. So family tree-wise, Alexander's legacy will live on through Gregor. Hopefully David and Isabella have a child, along with Kenneth and Margaret. Okay, cool. Not really much else we can do this turn. We are hemorrhaging money at the moment. I thought I might sort of sit back, consolidate, and maybe peace out with the English, but I've made the decision to continue on my aggressive conquest against them. Okay, so we've gone up in stats here, so let's go with melee attack and block and parry defense with the main army. And we can get a new governor here. Stefan 24, Edgar 32. Let's let Stefan in as well. Okay, so let's go straight with this. I haven't got any more children to marry into, but it's alright. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. But Scotland has an heir, thank the gods. Hopefully my brothers-in-law can have some children with my sisters. That would be ideal. So, Aragon wants me to declare a war upon Hasfid. No, thank you. So there is an army nearby there. A small English army, nothing too problematic. But now that we've taken London, Colchester and Bristol, we've opened up a united Scotland to the world. We've fought for Scottish independence and we've won. Brave, brave Scotland. So we're going to be finishing off the English. They could have another final stand at Bordeaux. You never know. Bordeaux's quite a large and strong city to take, especially in real life. Having to sail up the side of it. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. So, oh no! Oh, what are the chances of that? Maybe we angered the gods. The God Jesus. Because we demolished that. No! Oh. Gregor, forever young. Man, he succumbed to a sickness. My assassin's ready for duty after he got kind of knocked off here. Let's go for their priest and try and get rid of him, because he's quite strong. Success! Whoa! We toppled like an 8-star priest. That's quite good. I don't know what Portugal's doing here. We had military access with them. Oh, Navarre is pushing against Flanders. Oh, okay. That's fascinating to see. Let's move my priest to Paris. Okay, so there's not really too much we can do there. Oh, poor bugger. You poor bugger. Ah, he was the heir to the kingdom. Ah. So sad. Ah. God gives you a gift and then it fucking takes you away. Damn it. Okay, so we need to get stone here. So let's continue to break that down. We've got a metal forge here as well. And I want to try and get access to this salt deposit where I can. I'm already salty enough. I don't need any more. Let's get some archers in this army as well. We'll leave it at that. Okay, cool. So, let's get you to run down this English army here. It's got a spy in it. That was the problem. So we're going to be able to deal with that quite easily with Kenneth. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's just out of habit. Papal states decrease, even if they were deserving. A mass slaughter of Christians isn't good. We get some really bad bonuses because of it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's push for Paris now. It's nearly just more beneficial if you're going after Catholic factions just to convert to something else so you don't piss off the Pope. Okay, so let's try and push for Leon as best we can. We don't need to hold here as well. I'm going to allow my spy to go forward. We could get intercepted in the forest. That is a potential chance, but I think we're alright here. I think the English are so far down, 22 now, yeah. That was their final stand. That was it, make or break. That's all they had. They might be able to quickly recruit an army, probably in Bordeaux. Like I said, I reckon they'll probably do a final stand there, because that's the furthest possible city we can get to. By the time we get there, we're probably giving them 4 or 5 turns. But guys, got to say a huge thank you to the 1212 AD mod team for sending me a alpha version of the mod and making this series possible. I still don't know when the alpha is out, but stay tuned. I guess it must be soon at some point. Also, let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. I feel like I've gone through the majority of most people's suggestions. Controlling the entirety of the United Kingdom is paramount. Knocking out England is secondary, and going on crusade as well. Okay. So they are slowly but surely building an army. Oh, it's a decent garrison there. Okay, well let's allow my spy to move to Leon, and we're going to be able to siege with Kenneth as well, which is good. He's got a full stack now and some decent archers. So let's construct some siege equipment. We will allow King Alexander to strike Paris. Decisive. And let's occupy. Okay. let's probably repair that, because I wouldn't actually mind some wine, to be honest. We'll break that down. We'll break that down as well. We'll repair that. Okay, let's build a stone cutter to get stone as a resource. And we nearly... Oh, good. We can actually get some more Templar Knights as such. Good. Let's get some of them. Okay, let's move my assassin further south. Okay, so this is... Everything's on point here. Everything is on point. Creps are looking Gucci. Alright, where are we looking? So that's good. Let's allow Davo to increase his tax rate. Doing that by like 10% is quite significant as well. Yeah, so really guys, there's not much left of the English now. We smashed them in the last episode, which is good. I'm quite happy with that. How it was sort of make or break. It wasn't an easy fight, to say the least. We're going to need reinforcements there. Most definitely. So let's bring the king further up. And that should sweeten it significantly. And it does. Let's allow my brother-in-law Kenneth to sack Lyon. Beautiful city. Been there in real life. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's go with this. Let's break that down. Okay, cool. So that stone cutter's done, and now that leaves Bordeaux. And what's the best way to get there? Are we going to have to cross through another person's territory? So we've unlocked trade with the Elect of Trier. Let's go with non-aggression first up. I would ideally like trade, but it's not going to happen. What about these guys here? Yeah, I just want to trying to get some sort of better relations with them. Actually, I might be yeah, fucking perfect. We can get military access with these guys. That's exactly what we want, so we don't piss them off. The Canton of Schweiz. Let's get trade and non-aggression. It's not going to work. With the Swiss. Okay. Oh well. And the other just sort of Islamic factions. They don't want anything to do with me. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's go with the defensive. I don't mind making defensive alliances. Whoa, okay. Do you want a military then? Sure. Oh, good. The Kingdom of Sicily has military with me. Good. If we can unite sort of a strong Christendom, we could really sort of leave my territories quite safely if I'm going to go on crusade. Okay, cool. Not really much else we can do here. Paris City Square, break that down. Let's break that down further as well. Let's keep that wine resource and sanitation. It's quite good. It sort of mixes things up a bit. Okay. So, we can get another army here. We haven't got any cavalry, so let's get some cavalry within this as well. Okay, good. It's not too bad up in the north. Oh, such a fucking shame. Gregor Clegane. I quite like the sound of him. Oh well. My son, forever young. Oh, England are doing something here. I don't know exactly what they're doing. We'll soon find out. Oh no, what the fuck? Elector of Trier. This faction has declared war on you. Oh no, why have they gone and done that? I don't want a war with the Holy Roman Empire. What's gonna happen now? Why have they gone and done that, those motherfuckers? Oh, That's odd. Maybe they all wanted to go for Navarre. Maybe they wanted that territory. They declared war upon me, though. Maybe they could only see me. No, that doesn't make sense, because Navarre's there. Regardless, Navarre are going to absolutely trash them. I personally wouldn't mind that territory in just north there in Flanders. We've got a new pope as well. Does that that should reset my papal standing, you'd think. You'd think. Okay, well, let's get ready to go into Bordeaux. So, let's push over the border and try and start a siege. Let's move my secondary army here now, and I guess we move you over the channel, even though it's one turn away. Yeah, I don't want to get hit there, and that army's going to get trashed. So even though we can get better quality units here, we're going to try and disembark into northern France. Okay, so let's move everyone there as we can. Oh god, I really got to do some... Yeah, we're in a really good position now. Economically. So I really should build some better quality stuff. Okay, I've broken down a lot where I can. It's going to cost 600 that. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well, we'll move you up. And I guess we'll move you further south. You might be able to counter something. Okay, good. They're not doing anything just yet. Do they want to sue for peace out of curiosity? Yeah, why have they gone and done that? That's so odd. It's like there was a script. I don't know, but they're going to give me non-aggression, trade right, and a pact. Which is probably going to allow it to bleed over into, like, other Holy Roman Empire factions. But now they're at war with, like, fucking everyone. So I don't know what the hell that was about. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. Okay, so the English are just trying to get as many men as they can, trying to quickly muster. Good. That priest is having a crack at my assassin. Hopefully he's successful. Looks like they've failed because they're both still there. Hopefully it allows him to level up a bit, gain some extra experience. But it looks like we're probably going to have the Siege of Bordeaux, which will be a fun city. It's a large one at that. We'll get to put the final nail in the English coffin as well. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. So peace negotiated with Genoa and the electorate. And some more buildings to demolish. Defamation. Let's pay him off. Okay, let's move the king to Bordeaux. And let's build some siege equipment there. It's quite a large town, Bordeaux. Okay, let's move my secondary army up. Okay, so we do need to fix Lyon as well. Let's build a tavern here. We also need sanitation. And food, ideally, but we need to upgrade this. That needs to be upgraded at some point. We've got decent food here. Okay, I've got some spare cash. Let's try and assassinate you. Had a crack at me. It's a failure. Let's allow my spy. He's not going to be able to go there. I was going to say maybe you can infiltrate or something. Okay, well, we might have another war on the continent. You never know. They might war deck me. Flanders. Someone else quite nearby. So I guess we should sort of just hold out here for the time being. Food, since we can't get much more there. More food is always best. Okay, I've got a salt mine being built there eventually. I really want to try and get trade rights with the Swiss if I can. Because then we can get wool by the look of it. Okay, so let's go by this. Brabant. They don't want anything. Papal States don't want to negotiate with me. Toulouse. Valona. No, not interested. Okay, cool. So I guess we wait one more turn for siege equipment, and then we'll finish off the last of the English in Bordeaux. Now, this is going to put an interesting spin on things, because we might be able to bring back the French. I don't know. Is it Aquitaine in this mod? I don't know. Does Aquitaine control Bordeaux? Because we could subjugate Bordeaux. Because it's in the region of its own, and I've taken northern France. It might be a little bit more of a problem for me to hold. However, holding West France, holding Aquitaine Bordeaux, might sort of be in my best interest, because it's a wine resource, and it'll be a pretty good staging ground for us to head on our merry way to the Middle East, which will be for today's episode. But we've had a noble birth. Yay! Hector! Oh, okay. So, Marie and Alexander have had another legitimate son. Gregor, his bastard... his brother is dead. But Hector, the heroine, has been born. Oh, let's hope that King Hector... King Hector. I love the sound of that. Okay, cool. Right, let's chuck a main save, actually. Okay, cool. Oh, good. So King Hector will be next. Right, let's have the Siege of Bordeaux then. Okay, so it's about 85% in our favour. We're coming up against 1 unit of axemen, 1 unit of billmen, 5 units of longbowmen, 1 cavalry, and we have Richard as well, 4 units of spearmen, some sergeants. There's a lot of bowmen here. This is going to be a hell of a fight. We're fighting with King Alexander and his brother Kenneth, mostly made up of Scottish foot knights, dismounted Templars and Crusaders, heavy cavalry, and sergeants. We have 5,433 against their 3,620. I'm going to fight this one on the battle here today and give the Kingdom of England a proper send-off and finish the Scottish War for Independence, the Battle of Bordeaux, 1227 AD. It's going to be a hell of a battle. Let's hope Bordeaux is big and stronger than what the Siege of London was. Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome to the battlefield. It's pissing down with rain. The British have brought the weather to France. And it's a dry. I'm going to take that. I'm not going to risk it any further, even if it is a little bit foggy. Okay, let's go straight into it. Yeah, I'm just sort of looking towers-wise. We're definitely better off putting a lot of our men on this side. But if you guys can remember and should remember, arrow towers are basically like machine guns in Total War Attila, so there's not really too much you can do about it. So let's push into this just fine. Let's allow the majority of my... Oh, wait, what? Ah, shit, okay. I was a fool. I thought we had ladders. Shit, because we've only waited 1 turn. I thought Edward would have been able to construct a hell of a lot more than 2. Okay, that changes things quite a lot. We could send an army up here, but we haven't got any axes. That's what you really need, because swordsmen aren't going to do too much. I don't think, in fact. We could send a unit of, like, Templars to try and do it. And then put, like, 2 here. But I'm really not hoping for anything. Wow, okay, so let's try and divide up the army as best we can, then. I guess we put a lot on this side. Ah, this is going to be such a long and protracted siege. We're just not going to have the freedom to flank like that. Shit. I shouldn't have fought this. Sir, where are the ladders? My lord, you didn't request any ladders. Ah, shit! Okay, so I guess we try and put a lot on this other side here. Because we've got reinforcements coming from here. Oh, god damn it. God fucking damn it. Okay. Try and put my cavalry there. Alright, cool. I'm probably happy with that. Okay, well. Let's push up. Let's try and go for it. We can't, like, Shogun 2 style go on the side. Nah. Alright, let's get a unit to try and break it down then. God knows how well they're going to do. More than likely, not very. Okay, let's try and pull the rest of the lads down here. And let's move my archers into a better quality position. Okay, move higher up. I imagine, except for some points, we're probably going to be hitting archers. Okay, so to allow these Hospitallers to try and break down the bloody gateway with their bare fucking swords. Just cop arrow fire as best you can. Alright, let's go for them. Let's move my archers up to try and drag some of the fire away. Let's try and go for some of their spearmen there. Okay, you're actually in a better spot, so you can actually hit some guys from behind and side. So maybe just go with a standard shot and hit that. You, on the other hand, can hit right into that. And then we've got more sword reinforcements coming in. Let's go with a loose formation with you, standard shot. And I would say move you guys like here is probably your best bet. Cavalry, try and loop it up with the rest. Yeah, so this is going to be a long, protracted siege. Damn it. Go for something like this. Let's just cross our fingers and hope that any of the towers don't get engulfed. My archers are getting decimated here against their longbowmen. We're trying to put some competition back on. Alright. Come on, you are crusaders! We've fought against this English scum. But sir, there's too many of them. We haven't bought enough equipment. Nonsense! Oh no. Poor crusader. Oh, some of them already bitten the dust. Oh no. Alright. We're getting a bit trashed here, boys. Now, speaking of trashed, how far are these guys actually doing? Okay. So gate damage 22%, 23%. So that's actually, so gate damage 12, yeah. 26%. And how many have we lost? 134. Are you fucking kidding me? So, if you can do this in this mod, why can't you attack it in one turn then? That's what I want to know. So we are just ramming our swords through there. And we're going to be able to charge from that point. Okay, let's swing some reinforcements closer that way. Gate 75. Whoa. They are just absolutely raining fire and death upon me. And that unit's now broken. Let's send a unit to go back up. Oh, we need to pull them out. They're gone. They're just full gone. And same with this one as well. Crikey. You're nearly better off either doing both or not going without, to be honest. Because these guys are doing alright. Look at this. These guys have actually gone so flush to it that the gate doesn't even matter. Like the battering ram doesn't even matter. Alright. We'll try and get to it then. It's at 79%. So you might as well. But really, that's an interesting observation. You might actually be better off not allowing with battering rams. You might be better off going with someone else. Just like with the unit, because it's actually getting flush there. And it's doing alright. Look at that 85. It's actually going to the unit that was unassigned to a piece of siege equipment. Is going to break down the gate before an actual piece of battering ram isn't. That needs to be fixed. Okay, so my archers are just getting peppered here now. Alright, so now you have control of this. Yeah, it's not even that good. Good, we've got this down now. Let's charge everyone in as best we can. Get the rest in. I'm nearly tempted to pull some cavalry on that far side. Oh, they've actually charged us here. We're still trying to break that. Oh, what the fuck? Is it this siege equipment here has been broken? Yep, so the gateway's done. Right, okay. Alright. Fall everyone in. We might be better off pushing on this other side, if I'm being honest. Just because there's less guys here. Okay, so what's actually happening here? So we're still trying to break down that gate there. And we just send more reinforcements up. Allow their archers to halt and sort of skirmish. Okay, we need to throw the majority of my army on this other side. I just don't think we can see. They might have moved, but we might be able to move some cavalry there. I think they've moved out of everything. Okay, how are we going, wise? Still got about 1,000 sway. We've lost nearly 1,000 of our own men. We've only killed about 700 of theirs. Okay, that unit's been smashed. It's these archers. They've come out and stopped me, which is bloody perfect. It's exactly what they want. Okay. Let's continue to throw more men in as best we can. You need to push for that. While you need to push for this, you need to push for that. If we can get this under the entirety of our control, we're going to be in a great position. Yeah, everyone's clustering there still. They didn't end up moving them. Cheeky. However, we can give the order to go there. Okay, let's get my cavalry around this side. And really the majority of my swordsmen. We've got that under our control. Let's try and break that down where we can. But you guys are just sitting here. You're not even worth it. Just push over there. We'll try and break that down where we can. We're really surrounding these billmen here. But realistically, once they're... Oh, okay, no, we need to spread. Spread. It's okay fighting them while we surround them, but really, we don't want to get caught. Okay, so we're trying to throw men up through there as best we can. We're going to commit enough, so it's like a significant presence. But really, if we could avoid it, it'd be good. You push for this. Push for that. Basically, send cavalry here. Cavalry there and cavalry there. Okay, what's this at now? 96. It's going to fall. So you're better off actually going here now. We've got some of our own cavalry further back. They need to be here. Archers. Yeah, continue on a standard shot and go like here. Okay, so how well are we doing here? They are actually breaking. What the hell? Okay, they're good. They're gone. Good. Now try and flank that. Swing around and hit this corridor. So we actually can't seem to get up and over this. They're just throwing everything they've got there. Everyone should be charging, FYI. Okay, good. We've got this gateway here now. Push up and in. Okay, so now we've got a problem where cavalry are trying to get through that. They might be able to slip through the side, but apart from that, it ain't good. Yeah, push for that. Get more swordsmen this side. Come on. Man, this is a hell of a fight. We're going to lose so many casualties just due to those arrow towers, man. And I've gone with 2 battering rams. I think we've done well under the circumstances, to be honest. I just made it way more difficult for myself than what it needed to be. Like, really? Come on, get over here, you sacks of shit. Push a unit higher up here. 2. And then grab you to go higher up here. Cool. Okay, so we've lost 1,400 and we've only killed about 1,500 of theirs. Okay, fire into this cluster where you can. There's going to be a counter charge here. So they still seem to be holding on the eastern gate. We're trying to push uphill against them, which is a nightmare. Their longbowmen are just raining fire and death upon me. We've got some engagement down here on the beach to try and gain the beach capture point. But even when they draw their short swords, the English bowmen are quite strong. Okay, we've taken the town square here. The enemy general is dead, so that will count for something. You can swing further around this side. Let's continue to rain fire and death upon them. Let's... I was going to say move my general up for support, but I don't think that's a smart idea. Okay, so let's move you here, because he's probably just going to get hit. Okay, let's try and get people here at least. Okay, so we've got a good charge here on these these archers with my cavalry. Come on, guys, let's purge this English scourge from the world. Once we finish them off, we can push for the holy city itself, Jerusalem and Alexandria. The same name as our king. I'm sure he fantasizes over the name of visiting there one day. Okay, cool. So we're pushing here now, which is good. We might be able to get some cavalry charges around the back. Oh god, like pop you. They just seem to be buggering up, don't they? If we get the majority of my cavalry here, we can get some really nice charges around the back. Okay, so that arrow tower's still there. Let's try and push for this. Okay, good. We've got some ready, so let's go through the breach. Ah, there's a barricade there, right. So that's what's making the pathfinding a bit shit. I guess you could still swing around there. I still think you probably can do that order like I said, and still yield some pretty good results. Okay, so we have all the victory points under our control. So as you can see, some units are already buckling under the morale pressure. Okay, so how well are our guys going straight up through the duff? Okay, they still made some progression, but it was a bloody offensive. It wasn't exactly needed. Look, as long as we don't lose the entirety of a couple of units, I'm more than happy. I'm not too fussed. But we've really made these sergeants earn their coin. Okay, let's swing further units around here now. Once we've trampled them to pieces. Nearly got this far arrow tower under our control. 90 seconds until the city is ours. Allow swordsmen and such to hold here. Try and get the rest to flank. Let's allow my archers to hit this cluster and we might be able to finish them off completely. Our English knights are fighting sergeants and crusaders toe to toe. The last of the king's bodyguard. Heavily trained English knights for this exact situation. And you know they're not going to wave and buckle and halter. They're going to fight to the bitter end. Okay, so they're still holding on. Now they've capitulated. Let's go for this main line. And hopefully try and get a charge around them. So, I've sent some units to try and break this, but it didn't really work. We're about to get a cavalry charge into their nobles. And they shouldn't survive much more than that. And they haven't. Victory! We have victory here today. And we're going to finish off the remaining knights. There we go. Come on, finish them off. Yeah, there we go. Victory! We have victory. Let's show them a warm Scottish welcome. Okay, well, it's about to end there anyway. Boom. Let's end the battle. Close victory, supposedly. Yeah, I said Bordeaux was going to be tough. I made it way more difficult than myself. Holy crap. I don't think we even lost that many in the actual English fight, did we? 5,433. That just shows you auto resolves. You're just better off doing it. Like, you really are. Especially with the amount of longbowmen the English deploys. Like, with sieges, you're just better off doing it. To be fair, it would have been a lot less if I was able to spread and flank the enemy as well. But still, usually a couple of extra 100 men on top. This is not the perfect example. Probably the Siege of London was. So, Joffrey deployed 3,620 and lost 3,370. So who took the most sort of casualties and who did most of sort of the work? Oh yeah, it's these guys. These guys got targeted, didn't they? Massively. So we lost like 160, like 300 men just from moving those battering rams up. 75-26. One of my archers did 293. Whoa. Really? Arcing your shot up on the wall gave you that many kills? That's quite impressive. 160, 145 with my Hospitaller Knights. And some of the Scottish foot knights did good as well. 95, 88. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. And we've finished off the last of the English here today. Close victory. Well, 1 foot knight and 1 dismounted knight. Yeah, and 1 sergeant. So, we could have done a lot better. Okay, so this faction will become your puppet state. So this must be the English, because it's subjugate, it's not liberate, is it? Let's occupy Bordeaux. Let's repair the winery, break down the shipyard. We shall repair where we can, but mostly break down. I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of wine. Regardless, what does that now pop to up with? Yep. Resource gain, and the Kingdom of England has officially been destroyed. Fantastic. So, unfortunately, guys, on that note, it's time to end the video and episode here. Thank you very much for watching episode 5 of my Medieval Kingdoms Total War Attila 1212 AD campaign. We've taken northern France, Francia, and Aquitaine. So, we're going to consolidate where we can, and we're going to try and build a large Catholic Crusader force with our new French territories. We can get some levies, obviously English and Scottish levies. A united France, England and Scotland is going to invade the Middle East. We're going to push into Cairo in the next episode. It's going to take some time to get there, so I'm going to skip a bit. Oh, so the Ayyubid Sultanate still holds Cairo, Alexandria as well. So we'll go after them in the next episode. We'll try and take Alexandria and Cairo, and if Jerusalem's open as well, we'll go for that. And yeah, after that, let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Medieval Kingdoms videos on the channel. Let me know feedback and suggestion for the series thus far. Hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I had. I've had an absolute blast finishing off the English. Okay guys, thanks. Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.